Hello everyone, Sue here. Today I'm going to talk about cover versions and how you can release your cover version legally on Spotify, Apple Music, and all those digital streaming platforms. I almost forgot the word platform. I'll explain why releasing a cover song can be a real opportunity for you, especially if you're an independent artist. And I'm also going to explain what a cover song is and what a cover song isn't, and how you get all those licenses in place. If you like this video, I'm sure you're gonna also like our other videos, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel and tick the bell so you get notifications when we upload a new video. Also, we have a Spotify playlist with new music. We add new tracks every week, sometimes every day, so if you like indie music, indie rock, indie pop, you should definitely check out that playlist. But let's get to the important topic of cover songs and how to release them. I see a lot of bands cover songs at the moment. I kind of feel there's a new trend of everybody covering everybody. The good thing about covering a song is that you usually pick a song that you like, and you usually pick a song that other people also already like. If you cover a song that's on the radio right now, a song that is popular right now, that even is even a bigger benefit for you because people are aware of that song right now, and they'll probably be curious to hear what your version sounds like. On the other hand, I also see a lot of indie artists covering other indie artists' songs at the moment. That's kind of like a nice way of giving credit to another artist that you like out there, kind of like an homage, I want to say. You will find a lot of Spotify playlists out there that, only cover songs, basically, acoustic covers, indie covers, etc. I really recommend you go on Spotify, check out those playlists, and maybe think about a version that you would like to do of a song and which playlist that might be a good fit for. This is also a great chance when you want to cover a song that you wouldn't necessarily write yourself, like, for example, a Christmas song. There are a lot of great Christmas songs out there. It is not easy to write a good one, so why not just cover one and also benefit from the Christmas playlist vibe out there? There's a lot of Christmas playlists out there as well, but you don't have to write the song yourself. And another benefit, and the last one I want to mention here, are music supervisors and their choices for TV and films. Music supervisors love using cover songs because they have to pay fees. They have to pay fees for the songwriter, and they also have to pay fees for the recording of that very song. If you record a cover version, you are the rights holder of that recording, so they will have to pay you. They usually don't have to pay as much as if they pay the big artist who's probably on a major label and would charge insanely high fees. So as you can see, covering a song and releasing a cover song can be a great opportunity to reach a larger audience because a lot of people will know the song, but they maybe haven't heard of you. They will listen to the song if they already liked it, and then they will probably check out your profile on Spotify, Apple Music, and all those platforms wherever you are, and you'll maybe gain another fan or two. One of my latest favorite examples of a cover song is 𝗧𝗧𝗏's version of Toxicity from System of a Down. She took that song that is actually like a metal, kind of like rough, hard song, and turned it into something very gentle and fragile. I think it's an amazing example of a cover song. You should definitely go check it out. As I like that song so much, I obviously also put it on our 𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗏 weekly Spotify playlist, so definitely go check it out. I'll make sure to add the link in the description below. So let's start with the most important. What is a cover song actually? A cover song is basically just your version of any released song out there. So you take the song and you just take the vocals and the instrumentation, turn it into your own, and record the song with your voice and your own instruments. There are two very important things to mention here though, and two very important things that you have to keep in mind. It is only a cover version if you didn't change the lyrics at all, and if you didn't change the arrangement, the melody, the structure of the song. If the song, for example, goes verse, chorus, verse, you really have to keep that structure. You can't just switch it up. Before we get to how to clear your sample, make sure that what you're recording is actually a cover song and not what people call an edit. If you do change the lyrics, or you cut a part of the chorus, or you change the melody, or anything like that, it is not a cover version anymore, it is an edit. And if you want to do an edit of a song, which people have done in the past a lot, you will have to ask for permission of the original rights holder. That is usually the publisher or the composer themselves, but usually a publisher when it is a big major artist. Where do I find those rights holders, you may ask yourself? Every collection society out there, like for example BMI or the GEMA in Germany, they have a repertoire search. So you will find basically any song that has ever been released in this world, probably in those catalogs, and you will also find the names of the right holders and also the publishers. The same applies for remixes and samples. A remix is when somebody takes a song, the original recording, but alters the sound, alters the arrangements. That is something that is very, very common in electronic music, for example. And if you want to do that, which you can, because again, it happens all the time, you will have to get a master use license. On the other hand, there are samples, and a sample is usually a small element of a song, of a recording, and if somebody takes that small piece and alters the sound maybe even a bit and creates a whole new song with that sample, then yeah, that's a sample. A good example would be Madonna with her song Hung Up. She took a little snippet from ABBA's song Gimme 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 and created a totally different song out of it. But also in this case, you will have to get a master use license and a mechanical license. Which brings us back to the actual cover song and the questions, do I have to ask for permission? Do I have to get a license? And where and who do I have to ask? And where do I get that license? It's actually quite simple. You can cover any released song out there, but you might have to get a mechanical license, and that is depending on where you want to release your song. You are good to go to release your cover version anywhere without a license, except if you want to release your song in the United States. If you want to release your song in the United States, you will have to get a mechanical license. Outside of the United States, the digital streaming platforms do pay the collecting societies for ich will gar nicht sagen vor. Outside of the United States, the digital streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, they pay the local collecting societies, which then in return pay the publisher and the songwriter. In the United States, however, the digital streaming platforms don't pay the collecting societies directly, but instead they pay societies who are specifically specialized in mechanical royalties. Like, for example, the 𝗵𝗎𝗄𝗧 Agency. Getting a license is easier than you think, though, because there is a thing called compulsory licensing. Compulsory licensing just means that the copyright owner of a song can't deny you to create your own version of that song. So as long as you get a mechanical license for the United States, you're good to go with your cover version. So what does that mechanical license cover? It covers physical product on one hand, streams and downloads on digital music platforms, but also Bandcamp, for example. If you want to sell a cover song on Bandcamp in the United States, you will definitely have to get a mechanical license. There are some super simple platforms out there. One of them, I've mentioned it before, the 𝗵𝗎𝗄𝗧 Agency. They have a service called Songfile. It's a super simple online form. You just basically tell them which kind of song you want to cover, who the owner is, and you'll get a license within a few hours in your inbox. Another service you can try is Easy Song Licensing. It's pretty similar to 𝗵𝗎𝗄𝗧 Agency and Songfile. You will always have to pay a fee per track, per application, per cover song, basically. And then you will also have to pay a certain amount of downloads and streams to the publisher and the original composition rights holder. But it's super simple, and your digital distributor is going to take care of the rest. An important final note on this one, you can only cover a song if the song has been released before, which is kind of like a no-brainer because there is no mechanical license. You won't find the song in 𝗵𝗎𝗄𝗧's or whoever's music repertoire catalog, what a hard word to say, if it hasn't been released before. So yeah, Clearly, you can only get a license if the song has been released before. If you have your mechanical license, you are ready to go and you can release your track digitally worldwide, even in the United States and on all the platforms that you would like to. There is one more thing that you have to take care of when you upload your track with your digital music distributor. You will have to add the real names of the original composer, the original lyricist, and the original publisher. You have to do that because, as I said, outside of the United States, the digital music platforms, they pay the revenue directly to the collecting societies. And the collecting societies, like the GEMA or BMI, for example, they have to know who those owners are. So they will match the real names of composer, lyricist, and the name of the publisher with the track title, and they will make sure that the right people get the money they deserve. You might be wondering where to find that information and how to find the real name of a composer of a song. As I mentioned before, the big collecting societies like the GEMA in Germany, BMI in the US, for example, they have repertoire searches. So in those repertoire searches, you will find every released song that is out there in the world, and you find the real name of the composer, the lyricist, and you will also find the original publisher, which can be also quite fun because then you sometimes find out the real names of people and they are surprisingly normal sometimes. I will link to a few of these repertoire searches for you down here in the description. If you upload your song with a distributor, make sure you mark it a cover song. That's something you should not forget about because obviously they will ask you for more information if you also want to release in the United States. Again, if you want to release in the United States a cover version, your own version of another song, you will have to get that mechanical license and you will have to share it with your distributor before you can release your song. As you see, there is no unified global system when it comes to cover songs yet. That can be a little annoying, I totally get it. I would be curious to hear what your experiences with cover songs are, as I assume there are different rules all over the world, so definitely feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. There are a few other platforms that are not covered by mechanical licenses and you can't just release your cover song on there. Twitch was one of them until very recently. Now they have a deal with distribution companies and you can actually use music in your videos on there. But another good example for platforms that obviously don't pay royalties to the composer or to the publisher would be personal websites or also podcasts. So you can't just use a cover song in those formats and platforms. If you want to do so, again, you will have to ask for a custom license directly with the publisher or the composition rights holder. Another question most artists who release cover songs ask is, can I release a music video for my song? That is usually on YouTube. The answer is no. A mechanical license doesn't cover any kind of music video. It's just for the audio. If you want to release a video with your audio recording, you will have to get a sync license. And that license is again a custom license that you have to get from the publisher or the composer directly. They will have to give you permission to do that and to upload your video to YouTube. There are services out there, platforms. One of them is called 𝗬𝗎𝗔 that offer music video licenses to purchase for artists who want to upload a music video, and they cover a whole range of catalogs, of music catalogs out there. And I'm pretty sure that in the future there are going to be more agencies and companies like that who sell music video licenses, but that will probably still take a few years. The music industry is sometimes a little bit slow when it comes to things like that. Some of you might ask now, how did all those other YouTubers who upload cover songs constantly deal with that license? Did they get a sync license for their releases, for their videos on YouTube? And the answer is that some of them don't. A lot of people just upload music videos of cover songs on YouTube and they just take the risk of potentially having that video removed by the original rights holder. Because what happens when you upload a video to YouTube is YouTube Content ID kicks in. If you want to know all the details about YouTube Content ID, we have a video about that already. I'm going to link it up here for you guys. But what YouTube Content ID basically does is it tracks the whole catalog and video catalog of YouTube and finds videos that use a certain track that belongs to a person. In a cover version situation, that would be the original rights holder and the publisher. It is totally up to the publisher and the composer what they want to do with that song and that video and that cover version. If Content ID detects a song, they can choose if they want to remove the video altogether, if they want to make money off of it and monetize it, which basically means they will get the ad revenue generated from that video, or they even decide to share the ad revenue with the uploader of the video. The final question you're probably interested in is, what money do I make off a cover song? Good answer. Good question. The answer is yes, you do earn a part of the royalties generated from cover songs. If you want to know what exactly those royalties are, I have another video on that. It's just about royalties, and I also mentioned cover songs in there. But the money is only a secondary thing when it comes to cover songs. I bet the way more important part, in my opinion, is you want to reach a wider audience, and a cover version can be an amazing way to do that. And that was it with our video on cover songs and how you release your cover version on the digital streaming and download platforms out there. Yeah. If you have any questions, of course, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them all. And I see you guys next time we upload a video, which is in 2 weeks from now.